Hello, this is N5BSB with a channel update. Haven't been doing too many videos lately and haven't really done that many this year. So I figured it was time for people that know me or close to me or friends on Facebook. You probably know, but for those that don't, this past year has been a trying one, a struggle. My oldest brother, almost a year ago, it was in February of 2024, went into the hospital, collapsed, was seriously ill, found out he had cancer, almost died twice in the hospital, was in there for a significant period of time. I became his caregiver, and from about March of last year, I've been taking care of him. He eventually, got out of the hospital, got out of rehab, went to a senior living facility, but I had to take care of him, on an almost daily basis. If it wasn't every day, it was every other day. It was always something. And any of you have been a caregiver for somebody, you know what it's like. To make matters a little more challenging with my brother, he was born deaf and he cannot hear anything. Now, he could read lips. So if, people were talking to him, if he can watch their lips move, he can usually read their lips. But the problem is a lot of these doctors and stuff, they come in there, they have masks on, or they talk and they don't know. So I had to always be there every step of the way. And thank God I was, because he would probably be dead one time if I had not have been there. They were wanting to do a procedure on him that he had no business having done, and they told him it was just something they needed to give him some medicine without fully explaining what they were going to do. Thankfully, I got there in time to have that stopped, and it just so happened that a couple of hours after, or no, right about the time they were supposed to do this procedure, he got blood clots in both of his lungs. So, but what I'm trying to say is I had to take care of him through this cancer journey. When he found out he had cancer, they could not do anything about it. He had a weak heart. They couldn't do any kind of operation. Due to the stage of the cancer, they said that he could not handle the chemo that would be the most effective, and radiation. It was a decision that my brother made on his own, that he didn't want to go through all that. He wanted to just live his time and let things be. So that's exactly what he did. He maintained a fairly good lifestyle, living on his own in a independent senior living facility up until January. No, I take that back. It was around December the 27th or 28th, somewhere in that range. But he started going downhill right after Christmas and started to become weaker and weaker, and I knew where we were headed. But anyway, make a long story short, he ended up, he fell and he got so weak he couldn't stand up, and then that was it. He couldn't live by himself anymore, so he had to move to a, independent skilled nursing place after he got out of the hospital. And, I spent New Year's Eve, New Year's Day in the hospital with him pretty much every day. And then he was put under hospice. I don't remember the day. I want to say it was maybe around January the 23rd, I believe it was, something like that. January the 20th or 23rd, he was officially put under hospice care in the same facility, and he passed away on January the 28th. He was a pretty young guy, 66 years old, but esophageal cancer. And it's not fun to watch anybody go through that. He didn't have a lot of pain or anything, but there toward the end, he had lots of issues, and I'm thankful that he didn't have to suffer any more than he did. So, what is it? What does all this have to do with my channel? Well, I've been his caregiver for a year, and my priority is to take care of him. Our mother and our father are gone. I have one other brother left in the family, and he's very busy. He has a full-time job and machine shop, and I was the only person that could try to help him. So that's what I did, and I was there for him the whole time. When he needed me there, I was there. I took him to doctor's appointments, everything. So now that he's passed, I'm starting to reevaluate my life and where I'm going. And my first thought was I've got to get more involved in radio because it's a release for me and it's therapeutic. I guess you could say. I don't know how fastly I will be able to transition, but this getting out to go to Galveston Island State Park a couple of days ago was something that I really needed. I needed to get out and I needed to get away, and just getting out and getting on the radio, even though it was just FT8, felt so good. And I look forward to doing more of that. And, there's a lot of things that I need to do, and videos and things that I want to share that I couldn't. I missed field day, missed winter field day last year. I've missed a whole lot of things, and I would do it again in a minute. That's what we do for our loved ones, is we give up that time, and we do what's necessary. And ham radio and amateur radio, as much as we love it, it can always wait. And that's what I had to do. So now I'm looking forward to getting back involved and creating some more videos. I'm not a YouTuber per se. I don't really, claim to be, don't want to be. I just try to get on here and share my thoughts, do my thing. I love building go boxes and showing what equipment I use when I go out, doing videos for the real potable antenna and other things like that. So I hope you'll stay tuned. I have some things in store later this year and doing some more R&D testing on things. So hope you'll stick around and enjoy the channel. That's about all I have for today. This new year, 2025. Hope it's good for everybody, and I know it's going to be a change for me and my family, and I'm looking forward to it. Take care.